Good morning and welcome to this week's chanting session where we chant with an aspiration that we'll chant till we become the chant. And these are small steps from our direction to incorporate the divine in our everyday lives, in our everyday moments, minutes, seconds, whenever we can, till the chant has become us. We have to make an effort to become the chant ourselves. So, in gathering ourselves, coming to the present moment, relaxing in the present moment, feeling that the present moment is enough, we'll chant, or we'll just stay with this chant for a few more minutes and let's feel it fully, let's become it fully, whatever time we have. Leave the chaos, the to-do list of the day aside and come here fully. Thank you. Shanti or peace seems to be the basis of any progress, especially as a sadhak. It's as if the ground needs to be still, needs to be at peace, with peace, in peace, to receive anything, to see anything. And I don't think much can be progressed, I could be wrong, if there's no stillness, no peace in the being. So this invocation of peace, this aspiration for peace, this prayer for peace, and the peace chants, I feel they are beautiful and must be part of our lives, especially in the beginning. If we are trying to attract, to imbibe, to invoke, to, I don't know, have more peace in our lives. So, and there are many, we take up quite a few, we have taken up quite a few, but we'll again go through them. So the simplest one we just did, Om Shanti Om. Very simple, cannot forget. So maybe 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, however much time we think we can give to this, we must invoke peace in our being and aspire for peace and stillness. And in an everyday life, if there's chaos, if I sometimes sense, kind of commotion, or if there are people fighting or there are children fighting, sometimes I would just start chanting a peace mantra inside, and suddenly it would, the outside atmosphere would also have peace, or at least that's how it appeared to me. Maybe it was just my own inner being which was more at peace, but just would like to share that. So the next mantra that I'll be sharing today is Om Namo Bhagavate. We haven't done it in a few weeks, so we'll be doing that. So it's Om Namo Bhagavate Ma Shri Arabindaya. So Om we know is signature of God. Namo we say is surrender, complete surrender. As much possible as possible that I am bowing down, I am offering myself. And Bhagavate means that may the divine manifest in me. So, we are inviting the divine inside our being. And then that is followed by Ma's and Sri Aurobindo's name. We are welcome to change anything if we want. Some people, some of us prefer Om Namo Bhagavate, Vasudevai. So there are different variations, and of course, all are great. And this is the mantra of the mother. I know I've shared that before, and most of us know it. And she said this is the mantra for physical transformation of the body cells, and we need that. That we talk about so much things which are subconscious. Like in this week, Sunday session, we were talking about fear, subconscious fear, how it's in the body. It doesn't need to be there, and yet it guides, kind of puppets us, controls us, makes us stressful and whatnot. So this way we are changing the attitude, the sense, the who the body cells are going down to fear, to stress, to anxiety, or to the divine. So again, it's beautiful to see it this way. So I'll play it. If you can't hear it, you'll please let me know. So with as much awareness, mindfulness as possible, we'll do this for the next 7 minutes. Thank you. if it's tough for us to focus on the mantra, and if we find ourselves going here and there, we can also focus on our breathing, the breath work, our breathing, while we are chanting the mantra. That helps. Or if we focus on any one body part, especially say the tip of the nose, between the heads and the heart center, that also helps in focusing when we are saying the mantra or otherwise. Another practice some people find useful is they imagine that they are writing the mantra, say on their body. Like, their mind is just making that writing sign, in any language that they want on their body simultaneously as they are chanting. And if we even speak aloud, as we know, mantras are done in 3 ways. Aloud, that's number 1. Secondly, the lips move but no noise comes. And thirdly, it's just nothing is happening outside and the mantra is inside, and you're chanting it with no movement outside. So if we feel more distracted, chanting it aloud also helps, could help in more ingathering, more being with the chant as we are chanting it. So that was Om Namo Bhagavate Ma Shri Arabindai. The next mantra we'll be taking up today is the Mahamrityunjaya that we have taken up a lot of times, but we haven't taken it up in a while. So here, as I'm sharing, it says that we worship the three-eyed Lord who's fragrant and who nourishes and nurtures all being, as is the ripened cucumber with the intervention of the gardener is freed from its bondage to the creeper. May he liberate us from death for the sake of immortality. So Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukme Bandhanan Mrityu Moksha Ma Amritat. So that is the mantra. So we are praying for a fuller life, and at times one can say a longer life, so that we can achieve a purpose here on earth. We have come here for a reason. So this is also a prayer, a chant, that may I be given the time that is needed to fulfill myself. So the cucumber, before it's ripe, it should not be taken off. But once it's ripe and once it knows, when the gardener feels it ready, we can be liberated from the circle of life and death and get in touch with the immortality that we, the immortal being that we are. So I'll play that, and again with as much sincerity we can muster, as much centeredness, keeping aside our thoughts. If a thought comes, we will not go with it. If we go, as soon as we realize, we'll come back to our breathing, we'll come back to the mantra. And I've screen shared so that I can even share the wordings for those who might not know it. So I'm playing it now. If you can't hear it, please do let me know by unmuting. We'll just start with the in between. So that was the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. A lot of time in our traditional practices, if somebody is not well, or if he's, basically when you're not well, or if sometimes, according to astrology, if we are told that, this time is not okay and stuff, then also it's a common practice to chant, thousands and thousands of times. Sometimes people even appoint, other people like the pandits and all, 5, 7 of them, to chant them, and it's supposed to be very effective. Not that it means anything to us, but just sharing that it's really considered a very powerful Shiva mantra. Yeah. So chanting, if we incorporate the practice of the chant, it's like, and I've shared that before, but again reminding us and myself, it's like that we are, how in an idol, a statue of stone, Pran Pratishtha happens, that life is given to a stone. And chanting, though it appears very simple, it maybe can appear rudimentary or unnecessary. It's like that you're kind of, giving life, putting the divine light in this body and making it divine. So it's really significant. It can take us a long way. And according to Mother, without chanting, the physical won't be transformed. And in our everyday too, if we are feeling something come up, if we are feeling, some instinct, some habit, some anger, we can choose to pick up chanting. The inward chant, we want to burst out, but we're like, okay, I'll just take 2 minutes and let me do this. And a lot of time it's get diverted. And a lot of times, though, it doesn't. Especially when it's a new practice, because how they say the वेग of that, उस चीज का जो वेग होता है वो इतना स्ट्रांग होता है इम्पल्स का कि हम उसमें बह जाते हैं. But it's worth a try, and it's good to know that this is a tool, a powerful tool that I can use. So we are nearing our end, and we'll end with the Ma's chant, simply Ma, and it could be any Ma that we associate with. And so just chanting Ma with the chant, we can reduce the volume if we want to modulate how much or where we want to say it, but yet sharing the sound. Apologies for the abrupt ending. Some constraints of doing this online. So while we are ending, let's just chant Om 6 times, 3 times the regular way. 3 times we'll break it into A, U and Ma. And then we'll say Astoma and we'll end. So taking a long deep breath in. Om. Another breath. Om. Another deep breath. Om. And now we'll take another long deep breath in. But when we exhale, we'll break the Om sound into A, U and Ma. For 3 times we'll do that. A, U, Ma. Another long deep breath. A, U, Ma. One last time. A, U, Ma. Feeling the powerful vibrations in the different centers, which are quite apparent after Om chanting. Now we'll just say Astoma and we'll end. Astoma Sadgamaya Tam Soma Jyotirgamaya Mrityunjaya Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Sarvebhyo Namah. So thanking grace, thanking divine, thanking for them for the blessing, for the ability to chant, and aspiring and praying that maybe chant till we become the chant, and chant for everybody's health, peace, expansion, and simplicity. Thank you for joining in. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Taru. Beautiful session.